Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 2, Episode 6, also known as Mission 5, Part 2, where we continue our look at financing and getting our tool delivery up to Chatham, Kent, up in Canada. And in the last episode, the big thing we talked about was the financing, and now you have to be ready to, when that bond comes due or when a loan comes due, you got to make sure you got the cash ready to handle that. Otherwise, you get fired. And we were close on the last one. I'm thinking back on it, we probably would have survived if we hadn't gotten the extra loan, but we got an extra loan. Well, no, you know what? There's a great chance we wouldn't, because we would have gone negative, and if we had expenses rack up and a payment come due before we had a big sell, like some kerosene or something, we would have been in trouble. So we took a loan to give us some cash. Now, we have paid off that loan. We are right this minute debt-free. We have $324,000 to the good, so it's time to do something with that money. And we've got, just a quick review, we've got a beautiful passenger mail line going Cleveland to Canton. We've got a beautiful kerosene business going from Minerva over to Sandusky, hauling kerosene to Cleveland and Canton. We've got a meat industry, which is kind of how we started, feeding both Cleveland and Canton. So life is good. Our economy's in pretty good shape. You can see the second quarter here, we made $214,000 in profit. And so we're looking pretty good, even this quarter, which is, that's August 20th, but I think we paid off the other loan. So we're looking good. All right, so what we want to do now, we want to work our way. We've got to develop weapons. Well, weapons need steel. And so what we're going to do here, if we look at Cleveland has a spot for an industry, and it already has a steel mill. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, because debt is so much fun, we're going to see now what kind of a loan could we take. I think we're going to, let's just see. Let me see something here. What can we do with a bond? How big a bond can we take right now? Okay, we can do a bond for $380,000. In other words, we can more than double the money that we have. And we can stretch that out to 12 months. And it's not bad. It's a 3% bond because we're AAA credit right now. We have perfect credit because we've paid off all our debts. And we'll pay a one-time commission of $11,400 to sign this thing up, and we'll pay monthly $11,400. Oh yeah, shoot, let's go. All right, now we got $700,000 to play with almost. So what are we going to do with that money? Well, glad you asked. What we're going to do is put our weapons factory, we're going to put our own weapons factory in Cleveland, right there with the steel. So now we've got a situation where we've got steel manufactured in Cleveland, which is half of what the weapons factory needs, and we've got our refinery in Sandusky producing lubricants, which is the other part of what weapons factory needs. Now the weapons factory needs 2 steel and 1 lubricant to make 2 weapons. I think that's right. Oh, they've got to fix that so you can. Oh, there, that's better. Well, you can tell by this 40. Oh, here it is. If I hover over it, 2 steel plus 1 lubricant yields 2 weapons. So beautiful. Now, multiple reasons we're putting it in Cleveland. One is we're already here. We don't have to work our way somewhere else. We don't have to work our way over to Lima, which is what they suggested in the intro, that we use this factory. Where is it? Right over here. We don't even have to go over there. The other reason is well, several reasons. We've got a coal mine right over here in Warren, right nearby. We'll go out and grab iron ore somewhere, get that in here and get the steel done, and then we can move the steel over to the weapons factory. And the other reason is because Cleveland's big enough to consume the weapons. So we can make weapons and automatically sell a portion of them to Cleveland and make some good profit on that without having to run any trains or anything and bring up and have the cost of those trains. So, okay, so what else are we going to do? We are going to upgrade Sandusky to a level 3 so we have a couple of tracks. And let's double track back. We'll double track back to Cleveland. Okay. And you know, we might as well, I mean, shoot, why not? Let's run a little passenger mail line between them. Why not? We don't want to feel left out. Before somebody says so, yes, I can put passengers in Canton because the train's going to come out of Canton. And micromanagement, man, that's not that much micromanagement, is it? All right, I'll do it. We're going to send, and just to make it balanced, we'll make it appear it's going to be a balanced run. So we'll run a train from Canton. Yeah, we've got plenty of people in Canton. We'll start there. We'll start in Canton, then go over to Cleveland. Get the service in Cleveland. I'm going to apply that. Here, I'll show you what I mean. We're going to start this T5. Speed things up so I don't go to sleep. All right, we're going to start T5 and off it goes. And it's flying up to Cleveland. And made us a little bit of money, and now we can just get rid of Canton off the route, apply that, and now we got our train running back and forth with Sandusky, and we stole a little extra money there. That's nice. All right, so what we want to do, as I said, is work our way up to we're working our way up this way, okay? Because that our ultimate goal is right here in Chatham, Kent. So what we need to do, we got all this money. Let's take advantage of it. Let's get this whole thing set up. And I think let's just go through each of these towns. Let's hook up. Let's hook up Toledo. And let's upgrade it and double track through it. And we could skip all this. We could just skip these towns and, you know, whatever. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we've got Toledo, and let's go on up, because where we want to go, I think, yes, not think, I know, a target is Detroit. So we want to go up here like this. And we're going to, actually we're going to expand Detroit all the way up. And which side are we using? This one. All right, so pardon me. So there's line to Detroit. We're going all the way from Cleveland to Detroit. And we can run, of course, we can run Sandusky, Toledo, Toledo, Detroit. We might as well, why not? But I'm not going to do the little trick on these because I just, I've got other things I want to do. So we'll pick up 5 people in Sandusky and make them optional. Please give us the ability to set this up like this to start with. And unload 5 passengers and go up to Toledo. again, run them optional and apply, and we probably ought to put some repairs. Let's just we'll put a simple repair in Toledo and set up repairs on the train. Then we'll set up a train from Toledo up to Detroit. And then we're going to extend our line on up. We'll use these two tracks right here. We'll use the last one, and we're going to run all the way up to Chatham, Kent. Okay, so now we've got a line all the way up to Chatham, Kent. Upgrade it to level 3. Hook in our line like so, and we'll set up a train. Might as well make some money. Whoops. And go. Okay, so now we got passenger service all the way up to Canada. All right, so what we want to do now is take advantage of the fact that because we needed all those lines to get our delivery of the tools, of the weapons, we might as well go up here to St. John's and buy an ore line. And what we're going to do now is connect that ore line into Detroit. Let's see here. And well, all right, so we're going to be able to, the plan now is to run coal. Well, I'll show you. It's easier just to do it and get it going. Now, we know that our steel mill needs 2 ore for every coal. And we've got a long haul, which makes it even more so. So we're going to run about 4 trains, I think. And what we're going to tell them to do is pick up, let's see how many ore we want. 4 is too many. 3 gives us, let's call it 40 times 3 is 120. 2 gives us 70 times 2 is 140. So I like 2 better. Let's run 2 trains down here to the steel mill. I mean, two carriages. Get your service down here. And what we want, wait a minute, I'm missing one thing. Shoot. I'm missing one thing. I gotta come back. In Detroit, we're going to put a warehouse. Okay. Now that train I messed up. Let's try it again. So grab your 2 iron ore. Unload them here. Then, optionally, grab 2 weapons, get your service, and go up to Detroit. And what we want you to do is unload into, and I'm going to put this as optionally, unload into that warehouse. Then I want to add a station and go to Detroit again, and this time I want to unload the weapons into the city. So what I'm telling it is, if there's room in the warehouse, put it in the warehouse. If there's not room in the warehouse, just sell it to the city of Detroit so you don't have to carry it around with you. And that should work great. And let's run 4 of those. 2. Let's get this running so I don't have them piled up. 3, 4. Okay. There they all go flying off. Okay, to do their thing. All right, so, and yes, I could have run passengers all the way up through there. Yes, I could have. All right, so now we are going to buy the coal mine, and we're going to run the coal. See, we already got level 5. Yeah, let's run it in its own little line so we don't run into any traffic with anybody else. Actually, we can just do it like this. No, we can't. We don't want to mess with that. So we'll just run its own little dedicated line. Like so. And we don't really need it double tracked. We'll run back like so. All right, so that'll give us coal, and of course that'll give us coal once we set up the trains. And I think we'll put a little short line right here. Just to make it easy to get over there, because I don't want to have to build this one backwards. It might confuse you. Okay, so here's what's going to happen with that coal line. We're going to say, okay, take a Jervis, grab 2 coal. We could run 3 easily enough, but do we want to do that? Yeah, why not? Shoot. All right, we'll run 3 over here. We're going to tell it to go to the steel mill, drop off your 3 steel. Then we wanted to say add a station and go to Cleveland again. And now, well, and while you're there, you drop off 3 coal. You pick up Well, shoot, we could do 2. Pick up 2 weapons optionally. If they're there, pick them up. Then go to Cleveland again and unload your 2 weapons. I'm sorry. Start over. I want you to load steel. Load steel in Cleveland, optionally. Go to Cleveland again and unload that steel at the weapons factory. Get your service and go back and do it again. Make sense? And 1 train would probably do that. It's so close, but to be safe, we'll run 2. We got 2 of them going. And then we're missing 1 last thing to have a weapons business, and then we're going to get into research. We're kind of do research my way, which is kind of go big or go home kind of way. So money's looking pretty good. Remember our debt, though. Remember we've got $380,000 we have to pay off in 300 days. So once we get this going, other than our research, we're going to stop spending money for a while and accumulate cash to make sure we're good on our debt. What did I want to do? Oh, yeah. So what we need to do now is get the lubricants over to Cleveland. So what we can do is say, okay, give me a train. Go over here and get a couple of these. These suckers are heavy. Just get a couple of them. Come on over here and drop them off at the weapons factory. Then I think we would probably like to pick up the steel again, just in case. Why not? Go to Cleveland again. Unload the steel at the weapons factory. Get your service. Go do it again. And we'll run a couple of those. So let's watch all this and see if these trains get out here and start behaving. Yeah, there they go. They're just flying out through there. Whoosh, off they go. They're anxious to get to work. Here comes T4. T4 is coming into Cleveland. And we've got 2 trains. We've loaded up a bunch of coal. We're bringing in lubricants to the weapons factory. We've got ore. There, ore is unloading. Look at this. Now we're creating steel. We're creating steel finally. And there we go. Now we're creating weapons. And those weapons will get carried back. Some of them will get bought by Cleveland. Some of them will get carried back to Detroit to the warehouse, and then they'll start getting sold to Detroit. So we got ourselves kind of an automated money-making machine here. Plus, the obvious thing, what we're doing is we're stacking them up here in a warehouse in Detroit near the border. So when time comes and we're ready to close this out, we have 800 days left. When the time comes, we will be able to run a train from Detroit to Chatham, Kent, and finish off the contract. So what we want to do in the meantime is go to our headquarters, and we want to upgrade, and we want to put in a level 3 research. And that'll give us 20 scientists. And we're going to go over here. Notice skip to DeWitt Clinton. Oh, look at that. That's a shame on me. I was actually missing one. Let's do it first. We'll put 4 people on that. But we're going to research the Memnon with everybody else. So our goal is to research the Memnon and then ignore it. And then research that. And then start on the American. And again, our research goal at the end of this mission will be to have all of what you see now, all the American plus this done. before we finish off the mission. That's our goal. And as I said, we don't want to spend any money or anything right now because we got to watch that bond. So we're going to have to keep a close eye. We've got 274 days. I'm going to just leave it like that to watch it. And we'll go check on Detroit, make sure it's getting loaded with stuff after a bit. But the main thing now is keep an eye on the research so that we get all of our research done. And you can see the coal ore is already completely caught up. It has loaded its 20 coal. We're full of coal, and we need more steel or more ore to come back. And it's coming. And what's our debt? $380,000. But look at this. See this? We're chugging along. We've almost made all that back. We've almost got that. We could cover that now. We got 200 and some days left. So we could go spend some more money if we wanted to, but don't really care. And the one thing I could say we could probably use would be more iron ore trains. The problem is we're running the risk here of starting to push the limit as to what the game will handle right now in terms of trains. Okay, I'm not worried about our money anymore, that's for sure. So we'll be able to cover our bond when it comes due. No problemo. Here, this train's headed into Cleveland. Let's watch what it does. You see we've got 5 weapons built now. Here comes T9 in. He's getting his maintenance. He picked up a couple of weapons and off he goes back to Detroit. All right, so we're making money like it's going out of style now. And we could very easily, it would be fun to go, I mean, look, here's a good one. We could, if we pumped up the steel even more or did another one like down in Columbus or something, or right here, we could have a tool factory making money and shipping the tools up to Cleveland and down to Columbus. I think is Columbus big enough to take them? Yeah, and up to Columbus, we could do whatever we wanted. The sky's the limit now. But again, I don't want to put too much pressure on the game right now because it just won't handle the volume. I fear that it won't. So what do we got here? Look at this. We've already got 5 loaded into our warehouse up here for eventual shipment into Canada. So I hope we got good security guards on that. And shoot, let's just let it run, and I gotta watch the research. Stop, will you? I'm not sure what happened. Oh, okay, we gotta start this one. We'll put everybody on it. And now that we know everything's working, I'm just going to really watch the research. Now he wants 100,000, but we got 580. So yeah, we'll accept that. No problem, bud. And he took it out, and good deal. What's happening is he's going off and gambling away the money, and we've got to support his gambling habit while we do all this other stuff at the same time. And we get experience bonuses for being able to handle it. And we can, and we did. Okay. Okay, here's a problem. The coal trains. Stop. All right. I think this guy here is going to have a permanent job. His job is going to be to permanently pick up and unload steel. To keep that weapons factory going. Well, I didn't hit apply. Dumb. And really the problem is we're not getting enough coal ore. So I said I wasn't going to spend, but we need more ore. So we'll pump that up. Yeah, that's the only thing holding us back is the ore. Okay, now we can start our American. Put all hands on deck for that for the time being. And we just need to watch, well, our money's fine, so closing out that bond is not going to be an issue. We've got 11 weapons in our warehouse, so that it's an odd number. Well, it could be for any reason, but one reason could be that some consumption by Detroit. Detroit could from time to time gulp one down. But we got a ton of money, and again, like I said, we could go off and do other stuff, but I'm not going to push it. Probably need to quit saying that. There's a contract to deliver weapons somewhere. Columbus. We could do it, but it's too much hassle. Let's get 5 of these started. We'll do teams of 4. I enjoy watching it too much. I've got to quit watching the screen and just pay attention to the research. Because it's really all that matters right now. There's 2 things that matter, the research and the time. And we've got 590 days. And we've got in our warehouse up here. See, our warehouse is full. We have 20 in our warehouse. So we should start shipping these in and selling them to, there we go. See, we're selling them to Detroit now, which is going to make us even more money. And our bond just got paid off in full. So we've paid off that big massive bond, and we're still got plenty of cash. The only thing slowing us back at all, slowing us down, is the iron ore, and we could fix that if we wanted to. We could just run more trains from up here. Would be, well. Well, one thing we could do to speed it up would be put in another facility. We don't need repairs, but we would like to have faster fill-ups. So now they can do the fill-ups faster, and we might as well have... Okay, so it is filling up there. It is getting supplies there, so we'll just make it faster. Now, why would they be getting service? See, these trains are not actually here. He was getting service because he's actually in Cleveland. So that's where the bug is starting to show up. So how are we on our research? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start a 5th one. How are we on time? We've got 500 days. We're in good shape. Trying to keep 5 going at all times with teams of 4. T8 has broken down. Have we failed to put maintenance on one of these guys? T8. Chatham Kent to Detroit. Yeah, we did. Sorry about that, Chatham Kent. I'm going to copy this train. and we're actually going to run an American on that line. And then this one we're going to scrap. And we're going to put repairs in Detroit. And it's staying pretty busy, so let's give it 3 filling stations and a repair shop. And let's, it doesn't really matter, but we'll give it faster maintenance and faster maintenance and faster maintenance. And then that our one American, we're going to say, get your repairs in Detroit. So look at this, Detroit has 7 weapons now, so we're probably driving the price of them down a little bit there. What are they worth? 36.5. Yeah, we've driven it down a little bit because we've sent so many up there. Well, we got that big old honking American coming up here to, there it is, T19. He could actually, in fact, carry more passengers, I'm sure. Yeah, something like 8. 8 sounds good, doesn't it? And apply. There we go. And the reason I put the American up there is so that we can use him to haul off the our final. And I need to start something. Where's another one? This guy. Okay, we got 5 going. We're peaking out. We can start aging. We can start reliability. There we go. Looking good on the research. Got 400 days left. Now we have a new problem, which is now we've maxed out on everything, but we're not getting them over here, and that's because, let me see if I can go through these. No, we're not maxed out on those. Our steel mill, we're now oversupplying our steel mill. So let's just, what's T3 doing? He should just pull on out, shouldn't he? I can't, is it this one that's up next or this one? I really have not figured that out. So, this guy here is just doing our transfers. We're going to scrap him. Does that change anything? Well, I mean, we're at that broken point where we don't know. Okay, 200,000. Yeah, of course you can have $200,000. All right, we're at that broken point where I'm honestly not sure where the trains are. That's where it gets really clumsy. Yeah, I think all that told, let's just finish off our research and call it a day. We got 3 left. A team of 7 and a team of 8 and a team of 7, no, 5. Is that right? 3 into 20 is, oh, it's 6. So we'll put 7 on you and 6 on you and 6 on you. And it leaves 1. There we go. God. Wow. Got some serious math skills going here, don't I? All right. 366 days to finish, so I think we're looking pretty good. And we need 98 days to finish the longest pole in the tent. So as soon as this one goes, he's going to go over and help on the slow one. Go help out. There we go. So we need 30 some days. So now we can go ahead and I think and safely pause this thing and say T19, you have new orders. We want you to load weapons. We want you to load 4 weapons, unload passengers, unload weapons, and load passengers. So it'll take 4 weapons up to our contract in Canada. It'll grab some tourists and bring them back. No, we could even do post. Yeah, might as well make even more money. Unload. Well, let's see how many we take. Post. Let's do 6. Make sure they're optional and unload and go. And we gotta dump that guy because he's in the way. Oh, and start. There he goes. He's taken off with 4 weapons. And our research needs a week and a half. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. There we go. There we delivered 4. How much time we got? We had 292 days to get this done. So I think we're in good shape. So it looks like we're going to achieve all of our objectives here. I think our 2 researches just ended. Oh no, we got 2 more. Stop. Miscalculation here. We'll do 10 on each. And we'll go back to our train here and we're going to put him on pause. Whatever his next thing is, he'll go do it. And then he's just going to sit. Until that research is done. Well, we'll let this one finish, and then we'll throw everybody on aging, and then I think we're done because we're completed up this way. We've got this, we got all this. Yeah, these are the last two. This time I think I can say it with confidence, although I was confidently saying it incorrectly before. Yes, we know T19 has been doing nothing for 30 days. That's how we like it. And everybody get on this thing. Got 24 days. And how many have we delivered? 4. Okay, we can let him go back to work. Take off. There we go. Now our research is done. That's the way it should be. And we could even go back. Wasn't there one on the Jervis we missed? I mean, it truly doesn't matter. Oh, that's right. We did it. Let's just start this one. Something to do. Might as well let them go off and do something. So see here, we've delivered 0 of 20, but we look over here, we've delivered 12. So they need to fix that. The tracker up here and the reality almost never seem to be in sync. Okay, next load, that'll do it. And we even finished another research we didn't really need. Don't know what's going on here. Obviously, we overloaded the coal ore and stuff, but it was kind of by design to get this stuff done in a hurry. And we have to look into better ways to do it. So here we go. Here comes our last load, and we should be done. Beautiful. All right, so we did everything in this one. We got our weapons. We got our earliest bonus for working faster. We got the 3 big payoffs to our corporate gambler. And we saw a whole lot about how to use finance. So we should, now that we've got the American fully researched, that'll give us a great train to go out and do Mission 6. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. And I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.